Hi guys, my name is Akeel from akeelsworld. I would like to welcome you to my first tutorial in a series of tutorials I'm going to be creating over the next coming days. Today's tutorial, what we're going to be covering is how to set a web server environment on your local machine, mostly on the Mac. I'll be doing topics for the PC users as well in the days to come, but on this tutorial we're going to be concentrating on is on the Mac users. The tutorial is also going to follow on to other tutorials such as how to set up blogs, how to create websites, whether it's e-commerce or personal websites using programs such as Zencart, WordPress, Magento, Drupal, Expression Engine, just to name a few. So I'm going to basically be doing a step-by-step guide on all the software that's out there. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and I'll be happy to help out whenever I can really. Today's tutorial we're going to focus on is setting up a web server on your Mac. Why would we want to do that? Well, in the past when we've had to design websites, when I've had to design websites, I've had to always upload it to a server and just to test how it looks and if it's going to work with the PHP that's on the server and so on. That wasted a lot of time. Now, if you have got a crap connection, you're going to waste even more time, your bandwidth and everything. This saves all the hassle. This is basically you test it on your machine the way you want it. It will look the way you want, and then you just upload it just to test it. So it saves you that time really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the software that you need to download it for your Mac machine. Now, first of all, what you need to do is just fire up any browser that you have. My favorite one is Google Chrome, and in there just type in MAMP. MAMP stands for Mac, Apache, MySQL, and PHP basically, and it's a tool that's available for Mac users. Now you can get two versions of that when you see it. You got the Pro version and you got the basic version. The Pro version, to be honest with you, if you want to use it, go ahead. You can try it for a few days for free, and then you have to buy it. But to be honest, for majority, say about 90%, 98% of the users, the free edition is more than enough. Now, the free edition includes things like Apache, MySQL, PHP, and so on, which is more than enough than what a lot of us are going to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the download section. We're going to download the current version, which is 1.9.4. So just hit the download button, download it to wherever you want. Now, I've already downloaded the current version just to save time. So what I'm going to do now is go into my downloads folder and just unzip that. So as you can see, it's unzipping there. As soon as it's unzipped, I'm just going to double click on it and you get the agreement. You can read the agreement by all means. It's quite a long agreement. To be honest with you, you've got no choice but to accept it if you want to install any programs these days. So you click on that and that's it basically. After you've clicked on it, you're presented with the option of which one you want to install. Now you've got two versions of. You got the MAMP standard version, which is the free version, and then you got the MAMP Pro 1.94, which is you got to pay for. But for this guide, I'm only going to be using the free version. So just all you do then is just basically drag and drop it into your applications, and then it installs for you. So as you can see, it's already starting to install. So while it's doing that, everything's updating for you and everything. Now, double click on, and once it's installed, all you got to do then is just double click on your applications, and then you look for that folder. So if I just zoom in, just that folder there, the MAMP folder which is in your applications. Just double click that to open it, and you get the folder again. What you need to do then is just click on the MAMP app file, just double click on it. You'll get this message. All you got to do there is just click open, and literally it's almost set up. If you get this message, all you do is click allow. Now I use a little program called Little Snitch, which helps me monitor what has access to my site and everything onto my computer. So I'll talk more about the applications and apps that I use on my Mac in the near future. So basically, this is your map setting. This is everything set up for you. So you've within a few clicks, you've already set up a server. Now, within that map folder, you can also set up a widget for your desktops. All you got to do is just double click on that, and in a couple of seconds, a message should pop up asking you if you want to install it. So all you do then is just click install, and I'll show you right here. So that's basically the widget for map. Just click keep on that, and for some reason I've got 2 on there for whatever reason, but anyway, that's basically the main thing. So let's just close that. Let's close this browser window, and let's close the applications folder. So basically, when you launch map on your dock, what you'll see is map there. So when you click on it, these are the options you get. Now, you can start and stop the servers, open the start page, which will give you this information, and you can change the preferences. Now, with my preferences, you might want to change them. Normally, the start and stop, I always keep the same. The ports, I normally set them to my default ports, but for this example, I'm going to leave them to the standard ones that they've set up as. PHP, it gives you the option on which PHP versions you want to choose. It also tells you what kind of cache you want to use, and Apache. This is important now. Any website that you create, all your documents and everything are going to be stored in that. So they'll be installed in applications/map htdocs. If you want to change the folder, the docs folder, or wherever you want to store it, you can always do that for you. So like I normally put them on a bigger drive if I'm going to be doing more. It depends how much space you have. So but for this tutorial, I'm going to keep it the same as it is. The best thing to do is try to bookmark anything, basically your main site. So when you want to access your local page, your local directory, your IP will be local host :888. Now, if you're wondering where we got the 888 from, if you click on preferences, go into the ports, that's your Apache port there. Your default Apache port is 80 if you click on that and set it up that way. But it will ask you to set up a password and everything. Now, I personally like it to be on my default port, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my preferences and I'm going to set it as a default port, and we just click OK. Once that's done and it's going through it, it's going to ask me for my system password. So I'm going to put my system password in there. And that's it. I've got 2 green lights, which means I'm all go. So all I've got to do then is just type in HTTP localhost. Don't need to put the 8088 or anything like that. It's all on my server. What I need to do now is basically I need to add something up in the folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my map folder. Actually, I'm going to go into my applications folder, and I'm going to find my map directory in there, which is there, and I'm just going to open that up. All my files at the moment are within this folder here, within the htdoc. So what I'm going to do, because this is going to be the main folder I'm going to be using where I store my websites and everything, I'm going to drag it and just move it across to my left. So it's going to be quick access for me rather than having to go into applications and so on and so forth. I can also, if I wanted to, is just basically create a shortcut to be on my desktop as well. So if I just drag that, go into my applications, go into map, and I can just drag that and just put it as a shortcut for myself, so I know what's in there and I can have quick access to it whenever I'm designing or whatever. So anyway, what I'm going to do is go into that main folder, and I'm just going to set up a new folder in there and just call it test. Now to show that it's actually working, I'm just going to refresh that, and there's my test folder, parent directory, nothing. Any websites that we design or from now on that needs web access will be in that directory. So just make sure where you've installed it really. If you forget where you've installed it, just open up your preferences, click on Apache, and it'll tell you where you've installed your htdocs folder. Now, I think that's everything for this tutorial. I hope you found the tutorial useful, and I'm looking forward to creating more tutorials. My next tutorial will be setting up blogs and other stuff for the website. So I'm hoping my skills will improve as well while I'm doing the tutorials and you understand. If there's any questions you want to ask, just click the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll be able to help you. So I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Sorry it was too long, I've been babbling, and I hope you found it useful. So until the next tutorial, keep smiling, keep good, respect everyone, and peace out really. See you later now. Bye.